Welcome to EZGlutenFree. Today we're going to be making those individual Dandelion Frittatas that are baked in parchment paper for a more interesting rustic presentation. Now they're not only a delicious idea for breakfast or lunch, they're also a cinch to make. And this dish was inspired by a dish I saw on my friend Steve's cooking channel when he covered his Australian road trip. Now at one point in the video, he happened to stop at an outstanding looking coffee shop called the Home Cafe. And he showed us a snapshot of his lunch, which was a gorgeous looking spinach and feta frittata, baked in parchment paper like I'm doing here. But today I decided to use dandelion greens, which are more bitter than spinach, and ricotta salata, and a little of the homemade herb cheese I made a few weeks ago. Now to get started, first we have to preheat the oven to 375 degrees. Then line the muffin tins with parchment paper. Now I tested this recipe in a couple of sizes. For the extra large size muffin pans, I used 8-inch squares of parchment. And for the mini muffin tins, I used 4-inch squares. And if I were making these in a standard size muffin pan, I'd use a 6-inch square. Now all you have to do here is use the bottom of a glass that has about the same diameter as your muffin wells, then just push the parchment into place. And try to get the sides as flat as you can against the sides of the pan. And if you're having problems with this step, then try this little maneuver to get the parchment to behave. Then they should pop right into place for you. Now spray them all with non-stick spray, and we can move on to the frittata making. Beat together 6 eggs with a little freshly ground pepper, some salt to taste, and a 1/4 cup of heavy cream. Now figure about 2 eggs each for the extra large muffin cups, and 1 egg each for the standard size pan. And for the mini sized muffin tins, you'll need about 1 egg for every 2 or 3 frittatas. Now I'm adding 2 spring onions that I finely chopped. And for the dandelions, I started with about 4 cups of the greens that I finely chopped, then sauteed with a tablespoon of olive oil, 2 cloves of chopped garlic, a few red pepper flakes, and some salt and pepper. I'm also adding 4 ounces of cheese here today, and I used 2 ounces of crumbled ricotta salata and 2 ounces of the homemade lemon herb cheese that I showed you in another video. Now simply stir the mixture together and fill each muffin cup almost to the top. Then bake them for 13 to 15 minutes for the minis, 25 to 28 minutes for the extra large sized variety, and a standard pan would probably take about 20 to 22 minutes. And then they're done. Now these can be served either warm, at room temperature, or even cold if you want. And you can make them in whatever size that you want. And I just love these little mini guys. I mean, you can fit the whole thing right in your mouth. I love the big guys too. They make a fantastic lunch. And if you'd like to print a copy of today's recipe, you can always visit my blog in the link below. And for more easy gluten-free recipes, don't forget to subscribe. See you again soon!